Race 19 of 36 will be going to New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the lone visit to the Granite State for the Foxwoods Resort and Casino 301 at New Hampshire. I love those Russians games. We have a slot. Anyways, we look at the playoff point standings as things get a little closer. As we look at the in terms of playoffs, you have Austin Dillon, Jimmy Johnson, Eric Jones, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin, Kurt Busch, Clint Boyer, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, and William Byron as drivers with wins. What really sticks out to me out of the left graphic, Joey Logano has no playoff points. Chase Elliott has 1 playoff point. Martin Truex has 2 playoff points. And as you look at the drivers that need points, Stenhouse currently sits 17 back, which really helps if you're focusing around that 15th and 16th, 17th place battle. A bad race by Eric Almirola or Chase Elliott and a good race by anybody in that column could put him in the top 16. Drivers that need wins, as usual, are in the top right corner: Ryan Newman, AJ Allmendinger, Casey Kane, Alex Bowman, and Trevor Bayne, rounding out the top 10. Patriots aiming for Derek Carr. I like having an AFC punching bag. Brady, stay. Carr, you stay in Vegas. I like having an AFC West punching bag. So let's go ahead and oof. Considered by many as the Martinsville on steroids, this 1 mile racetrack is one of the more recent stops onto the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series circuit that was built in the 90s. With a full-on road course layout etched inside the racetrack, complete with parts of the road course going outside the facility, New Hampshire has it all. Coming off the turn 4 to the green flag, you want to keep that thing as close to the wall as you can, unlike at Kentucky. A lot of drivers typically will aim up on the racing groove. However, as the race goes on, you will see drivers, especially when they had the races in September here, some drivers even would run on the flat part of the racetrack because they saw it as a pretty fast way around. This is a wide racetrack. A lot of people can do it all. Another pole. And how about that qualifying run by Jimmy Johnson? As we look at the Foxwoods Resort and Casino 301, we look at the drivers to watch today presented by Exalta. William Byron is the pole winner. He will be bringing the field down. At the end of the day, who will be cracking that lobster in victory lane? Underway at Loudon. kind of had to really work the throttle a lot here in that first stage as everybody slams on the brakes, bunching up behind. As William Byron will be leading the first lap. As he pulls away. So far, we have probably a little over a second over Kyle Busch. He is no stranger to success at this place. He currently sits half a second back, and Jimmy Johnson has been shuffled out of the top 5. And we're putting half throttle as here comes Kyle Busch up into the lead conversation here. Throw a block, keeping the 18 behind. 5 laps to go in this first stage. We have led every single one of them. You got Stewart-Haas teammates going at it for third. As kind of got a little sketchy there as Kyle Busch will lead this lap. And a little chippy with Kevin Harvick. 2019 winner. In fact, this race in 2018 had a pretty good finish with Kevin Harvick putting the bump and run on Kyle Busch late. Knocking him out of the way, allowing Kevin Harvick to cruise to a win. That was pretty cool to watch, actually. I'm like, old man still got it. 3 laps to go in stage 1. Letting the car down the middle of the corner. Really kind of funny. Kyle Busch, remember in the Kentucky race earlier, spun, slammed into the fence, was sitting backwards while cars were splitting him, and they somehow didn't call a caution. Half a car length on the 18 of Kyle Busch is currently the gap as Busch tries to close in. Out of turn 4. White flag is out here in stage 1. William Byron currently has a half a second lead over Kyle Busch. And it continues to grow as Clint Boyer, Kevin Harvick, and Eric Almirola try to get into the party. And remember what I said earlier about Eric Almirola needing to have a good race to get some possible points? This is definitely way to do it. Even playoff points as well. As that will be the stage. As a lot of teammates up there. Logano, Hamlin, Suarez. Oh, we're going to not pit. See how much we can commit suicide. As Jimmy Johnson and Austin Dillon, who were shuffled well out of the top 10, are going to line up in row 4 with the top 8 on worn tires. And the first driver that did pit is in 9th. 3 wide into turn 1. Busch starting to slide his car a little bit. 9 laps in stage 2. Byron to the way out of shape. Big cluster. Eric Amarola moves to the point. Right to the back bumper of that 10 car, trying to get him out of the way. Eric Amarola definitely needs a win. He doesn't need a bad finish like have any issues happening to him. And yes, we were bump drafting him into the corner. That was a bump draft. Oh, by the way, 7 laps to go in stage 2. And with William Byron pretty much dominating the first stage quite handily. We have Eric Amarola acting as the new man in town, with Stuart Haas teammate Clint Boyer sitting in third. Okay, live they switched positions as we are way out of the top lane. Pretty much in desperate need for a caution, really regretting the idea of possibly staying out. As Eric Amarola will spin and save it. Somehow. 5 to go in stage 2. Clint Boyer, Eric Amarola, William Byron, Kyle Busch, and Joey Logano round out the top 5. And how about Eric Amarola getting a little squirrely there? He will save that car. Four laps to go in stage 2. Byron dives in, contact. Wow, what a dive bomb. Tried doing the same thing at Kentucky and did the same thing at Chicagoland a few races back as well. Neither of those times they worked. Byron and Boyer, 1 and 2. Side by side. 3 to go. That's a shot. Boyer around into the fence. Do we still wave the yellow? He's coasting along. Still green here at Loudon. Somehow, Eric Amarola will take the lead. 2 to go. By the way, Clint Boyer has rolled away from the scene. Here comes Daniel Suarez right there in 4th. He was one of the cars that pitted. He could steal this stage. In fact, he probably just might if this keeps up. 4 cars in a blanket. The top 3 did not pit. Off of turn 4, we will see the white flag. Final lap here in stage 2. Busch sent wide. Both into the wall. Still rolling. Very similar situation for Busch as he sits on the wall. We are still green here at New Hampshire. And look at this. This could be for the stage. Amarola, who does he trust? Here comes Daniel Suarez coming to steal stage 2. How about it? And Daniel Suarez will stay out. If he can steal this, he's in the playoffs. And Eric Almirola is out. This could be quite the show. Green flag back into the air. With everybody pitting, everyone's back on fresh tires. And speaking of Suarez, he slides into the fence. Contact on the start of this stage. 3 wide all the way through the field. And there goes Almirola into the pack. He's around. Still sitting there. Here comes the 22 of Joey Logano. 17 laps to go in this stage. Kurt Busch looking to the inside, trying to make a move. 3 wide for the lead in the middle of this group. That is nuts. Kurt Busch getting a little squirrely. And there goes Kurt into the fence. Hard into the wall. Somehow we're still green. Chase Elliott is going to go. Dawsonville is going off, I'm sure. And the way you heard the crowd, you honestly could have sworn an Earnhardt took the lead. Brad Keselowski sits in second. Into the fence is the 2. Hard crash. Hamlin into the fence as they wad up behind. Still no caution. And here comes the 42 of Larson. Chase Elliott's been quiet this season. And this is definitely how you step onto the scene. Stealing the show when the field wads up behind you. $14 to go. Just a reminder, if he steals the win, that's 1 less spot for the playoff guys. That's 1 less spot for a guy like Logano. That's 1 less spot for a guy like Blaney or Almirola or Stenhouse or Bubba Wallace. That is 1 less spot if Chase Elliott wins. By the way, Matt DiBenedetto is on pit road with a blown motor. That is 1 less spot if Chase Elliott can hold on. That is 1 less spot for a playoff driver or somebody on the outside looking in. We already had William Byron win 3 races. Jimmy Johnson won himself a race. And in 13 laps, it could be interesting to see if Chase Elliott can hold on and win this race. 12 laps to go. Byron trying to tempt his teammate with looking under him. But Chase Elliott gets the power. You're on board the 24. Currently almost 1.8 seconds between me, Chase Elliott, and Kyle Larson. But Chase Elliott's currently pulling away from the lead. And somehow Denny Hamlin wadding up nearly blocking the track did not cause a caution. And how about this? Byron charges in with 11 to go. Side by side. 10 laps left. And Chase Elliott getting a little squirrely. Couple tags. Still side by side. Oh, ow. Chase Elliott will take the lead. Byron's still racing dead even with his teammate. Chase Elliott in the 9. Old versus new here at Loudon. The car that just passed Chase Elliott, that was his old ride. Old number. Chase Elliott in the 9, driving his father's number that he made famous, being Mr. Popular and all. You know, Bill Elliott being NASCAR's most popular driver. Side by side. How about it? 8 laps to go, side by side. For the race lead is Joey Logano. It's into the mix. That is Joey Logano with damage, by the way. As Logano and Blaney come into the party. Logano is going to spin hard into the wall. Still no caution. 7 laps to go. And Byron getting a little chippy. Chase Elliott continues to enjoy a nice little Sunday drive. Still 7 laps away, 6 laps away now from his first career Cup win. We are seeing lap traffic. And it's going to be a few laps before Chase Elliott catches them. It's been a battle of teammates this afternoon. You know, teammates and teams fighting for the lead. At the end of the day, who will it be? Hendrick, Penske? Well, it was Penske until Joey Logano wrecked and somehow didn't cause a caution. To see what looks to be Joey Logano as part of those lap cars. Four to go. Byron charges in. He's got Chase Elliott in his sights. 3 laps of racing left. Oh, a little bit of contact. He's probably going to test him here, see if he knows he's there. We'll let him know, kid. 3 to go. Byron charges in. Can he take it? Elliott still holds strong. 3 wide in terms of lap cars ahead. What looks to be either E. McDowell, Gilliland, the 23 of Greg Gaulding, or the 51 of one of the Rick Ware racing cars. Big blanket. 2 to go. Danica is going to spin. We got a crash. Caution. Here we go. Neither driver wanted to see this. Extra innings here in Loudon. Terrible start by William Byron as Ryan Blaney is going to spin into the pack. They're all collected. I think I saw Kyle Busch in there. Kyle Larson may have had a piece. And look who this just brought into the picture. That guy in the 21. Overtime number 2 here at Loudon. Byron taken way high. He's running Boyer. Here comes Menard. And there. Paul Menard, Chase Elliott, Menard all the way to the inside. Contact. He's drifting. And he is sideways. Still green. And here comes Chase Elliott. White flag is out one more time here at New Hampshire. Chase Elliott, 4 more turns. Boyer getting a little sideways. A little more bumping and tagging there. Chase Elliott. He's got Byron. He's got Boyer to block. Elliott sideways in 3. Saves it. They're crashing. Here comes Keselowski. Brad Keselowski will win in a wild finish at Loudon. Wow. Yeah, let's look at the finish order here. Busch ends up 21st. Chase Elliott ends up 35th, wadded up. Kurt Busch and Eric Almirola were off the pace. Boyer was in a full-on Tokyo drift earlier. How about Reed Sorensen, 13th, Harvick 25th. Danica Patrick and Harrison Rhodes were in a crash. Or one of the crashes anyway. Chris Buescher gets a nice run. And you get guys like Kurt Busch, 36. Neither of those drivers had a good run. I don't think Stenhouse ran good either. 28th. Keselowski joins the party with 2 wins. You just see Kurt Busch wrecking one of the highlights. And then Danica, Harrison Rhodes, and Michael McDowell wreck it in turn 1. That leads us to our first overtime attempt. Kind of hard to see. And then going into turn 1, Ryan Blaney, Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex, and I think I saw Larson in there, and here's Menard pretty much sending it sideways. No, by the way, Trevor Bayne had another good run. Alexa, stop. Oh my God. So tune in tomorrow. Tune in Wednesday morning for the Gander Outdoors 400 at Pocono Raceway.